sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
And the wideout in motion. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
In motion, James, the tight end. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And a nice gain of 21 yards. By the way, Charles, on Antonio Brown, he did it again last week. 169 yards, 2 touchdowns in the win over Green Bay.
And how about the catch? All right, I know the catch is a phrase associated with the 49ers and Dallas Cowboys. But this one in this game, Pittsburgh's going to come up with a name for it. Because what Antonio Brown did, catching the ball, dragging that second foot, that was absolutely amazing. No one thought he actually caught the ball.
It was unreal. Yeah, and the week before, he had the one-handed catch that he trapped on the side of his helmet in the end zone. I mean, yeah, he's unbelievable.
It's almost like he's playing week to week. Can I top myself?
And that'll set him back 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Flacco here on 2nd down. He finds Woodhead out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams would just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And the back goes into motion. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your...
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll send Macklin in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They go play action here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They run again with Woodhead. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 78 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now here come the Ravens. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sean Davis with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Finding room to the 20. And a cut to the right and some up. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, I want to slip in some playoff picture talk here. AFC side, you got the Patriots and Steelers. They seem to be clear at the top. It gets pretty muddled after that, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And we talked last week about the AFC West. Remember the beginning of the season? Seemed like the best division in football. Maybe 3 teams could go to the playoffs. Well, it's no longer the best division in football, but it's still going to be a heck of a race for who's going to win it because Kansas City leads at 6-5, but no one's hotter than the Los Angeles Chargers right now. The last 2 weeks, they've just dismantled teams. And the Oakland Raiders are just a game out, despite the fact they haven't had their best season. So the AFC West, they're not going to get 3 in. Probably only going to get 1, but what a race for that 1.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do snap it. Flacco now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. In motion left comes Bryant. Time running out here on the play clock. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. In motion, James, the tight end. On 3rd down. That's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. In motion right is Bryant. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And we got a second here. Let's look at the playoff picture in the NFC, Charles. What's interesting is you got 3 teams from the NFC South that would be in right now if the season ended today, but they're not the top team.
No, they're not the top team because the top team is unquestionably, in my mind, the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-1. Doing it on both sides of the ball, special teams. I think they can play any style of game any team wants to present. But when you start jumbling up everyone else, this is going to be fun over the next few weeks because they're all going to essentially play each other. You mentioned the NFC South. All those teams have to do battle. This is going to be a lot of fun. In fact, I think the Panthers end up going to the Saints in a week or two. So this is going to be crazy.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go pass again with Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a 1st. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flacco to throw again on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 22-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
3rd down. Flacco from the gun. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rolling the dice on fourth. Flacco. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.